Okay, guys, let me know if you guys can hear me well and see me well, guys. Put something in the chat box. Can you guys hear me and see me well? Okay, you guys could. Okay, guys, very good. Put something in the chat box. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Okay. So, with that in mind, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to our live stream. Today's stream, guys, I am going to be answering your questions. You guys put your questions in the box and I will answer it at some point. Do not repeat your questions. I will get it answered. Then we'll do some practice questions and I will do a giveaway coming up in a few minutes with you guys. We do need you guys in order to do the giveaway. I need everybody to click on the like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel. If everybody does that, we will do a free giveaway today. So please get that done for us. Giving away some free classes, guys, but you guys got to click on the like button, guys. Click on that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, you guys did. Okay, the questions I'm going to be answering, guys, will be below me. Let's take a look at those questions. Now the motivating session. All right. I've shared my CV. I do not give thoughts on resumes as I don't know people or your industry. Plus, I don't look at people's resumes. It would take an incredible amount of time. Come on, man. What do you think I got time to do? I got a business to run. All right. Let's see. Hey, Andrew, I passed my PMP April 25th. Congratulations on that. Make sure to celebrate well. And I'm currently enrolled in your PMI ACP course on Udemy. All right. Very good. Very good. Just make sure that ACP exam, you got that mindset, because that mindset is a key to passing that ACP exam. It ain't easy. That I'll tell you. It's not an easy test, so be careful with that ACP exam. I do recommend you do an ACP certification. If you have the PMP, I highly recommend for you to do your ACP. I think that's a good step up. Not to mention, you don't need any experience. All you need is to have your PMP and you can instantly go to your ACP exam. Feeling nervous, Steve? You don't. It's normal to feel nervous. Just don't let it affect you too much. Like, don't let it affect your ability to sleep, for example, if you know what I mean. Because one of the best things you can do coming up to your exam is a good night's sleep. So keep that in mind. It's been 6 months. Wow, that's quite a long time. All right. Generally, most people finishes the exam in 2 to 3 months. 6 months, quite a long time there, Steve. But you got this, all right? Come back. Let us know next week when. Let us know next week how you do. Okay. All right. Somebody is saying. All right, somebody pulled that message back. All right, the moment I clicked on it. Hey, Andrew, can you please explain about the organic organization? So, organic organization is small business where there's one basic head of the organization, like a small business owner. There's really no departments. It's very, very quote unquote natural, organic. In other words, one guy runs the entire business. It's kind of like if you ever work in a small business where there is like a mom and pop shop, where there is just one owner and they do everything from the accountant to they're like the head of all departments. They're the head of sales, head of finance, head of IT. One guy basically is the head of the entire business, basically the business owner. There's really no structure to that organization at all because it's just one guy doing it. That works when there is a company with small amount of employees, maybe up to 15 to 20 employees. You could probably do an organic, but after that, just need to have structure and departments to manage it. I saw 5 to 7 Scrum experience, not desired. And do you know why they would have a max? I don't know. 10 years max, 2 senior is not desired. That the only thing I can tell you about this is they don't want to pay. But 5 to 7 years, this is a dumb job listing because the idiot that wrote this, if you think about it, 5 to 7 years of doing something makes you pretty much an expert at it. Yes or no, guys? If you've been doing something every day for 5 to 7 years, are you not an expert at it? That doesn't even make sense. But what they're asking, and then 2 senior means when anybody writes 2 senior, it probably means they don't want to pay good or they don't want to pay a lot. That's the only thing I can tell you what that means. Okay, this person did respond. The pay was good. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that, but I've never seen that. I would never put that 2 senior. I don't know why you would put that. Strong versus weak versus balanced matrix. A strong matrix is a projectized company, except the PM, except the functional manager gets a little bit more power. Think of it as a company that is project oriented. Almost everything they do is projects, but you do have functional managers that control this department. A weak matrix is when there's no PM in the business. There's really no PM. Everybody works for functional manager. Projects are secondary to the business. They don't prioritize project work. Think of a balanced matrix as a business that has a dedicated full-time PM. Could be part-time, but most likely full-time. And there's a full-time functional manager, and then they fight over resources. That's a way to see it. I've been stuck on the lower 60s. I got 69 on 2 of your exams. Yeah, you need to review your mindset. Don't forget, if you're doing the simulator, the TI exam simulator, don't forget you have video explanations of every single one of those questions. So watch the explanations. Remember, don't look at the explanations for how you got it wrong or what you want to do. You can get that on Amazon. But if you did buy the book, you get the course. All right. If you buy the study guide, you'll get the course. But if you buy the course, then it's come study guide. All right, Andrew, I'm taking Udemy ACP. All right, good. Let me know how you do. All right. I've been seeing a lot of people passing that exam recently with the course. A lot of people has been taking the course too. I've noticed that there's quite a big sign up in that. All right. Please want to get your mind regarding no opinion. I've never used the product, so I have no opinions on the product itself. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never used the product. But I do recommend my simulator. I think it's better. I've never used PMI stuff. I'm in healthcare and looking for a new opportunity. Yes, this will bring about new opportunities, 100%. I think you're going to, anytime you use things like a PMP, you're going to get a bunch of new opportunities. Thank you for you're amazing. All right. Thank you. Appreciate all your content. I'm taking PMP on Thursday. All right, Diana, congratulations on that. They've taken are we allowed to take scratch paper? You are not. They will give you a virtual whiteboard for you to use. All right. They will give you a virtual whiteboard for you to use on there. You're not allowed to take scratch paper. Okay. They're going to give you a little, you know what it looks like? It looks like Microsoft Paint. You got to draw with the mouse, and you're probably not going to use it anyhow. Most people don't use the whiteboard to write anything on anymore. Andrew, reviewing your Agile section in the 35-hour class. And hold on, guys. Is my stream doing okay? My speed is good. All right. You guys can hear me, yeah? Somebody said they can't see my stream. It's okay? Yeah? You guys can hear me and see me well, right? Yes or no? Put yes or no in the box. I don't know. Somebody's telling me. Yeah, it buffered a bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Okay. Going back to this. Andrew, reviewing your Agile section, could you clarify the difference between Agile and traditional methodologies? Oh, boy, that's too long for this video. For this type of thing, individual questions. But I did a whole section of that right at the beginning of Agile. Make sure to review that right at the beginning. But really briefly, Agile is when the scope is not known, and the scope will be progressively elaborated over time, versus traditional, where the scope must be known in detail before the project is executed. Agile is basically you build a product over iterations and or increments, and traditional is when you build a product in one giant shot. That's the gist of it, but there's more to it, so make sure you review that, okay? All right. The person did agree it didn't make any sense. Can you elaborate on configuration management plan? Integrate change control. So the configuration management plan is part of the PM plan. It's one of those quote unquote management plans. It tells you how to configure components on a project. Certain projects, not all, has many different types of products within the project that needs configuration. For example, let's say you're installing phone systems on a desk. Everybody's phone needs a different quote unquote setup or configs. You put that in the plan of how you plan to ensure all components of the projects are configured correctly. Like what steps are you going to ensure that all of the telephones that you're putting on people's desks are configured correctly? That's what that is. Is it worthwhile to get ACP if you ever hold a recent? Yes. I think ACP is very worthful right now because the PMI ACP certification is still showing to employers that you know in-depth Agile. The problem with the PMP Agile certification was that the PMP Agile certification wasn't very detailed in Agile. All right? It wasn't incredibly detailed in Agile. And for that reason, it's probably not the best certification. PMP is not the best certification to show you have Agile knowledge. It didn't go in-depth enough. If you notice, if you took the PMP exam, you notice that the Agile was very high level. It was very superficial. It was really based on the Agile principles, the Scrum process, and the Agile mindset. That's really all it was. But it didn't go in-depth Agile, like things like knowing the Kano analysis, things like calculating points and sprints, doing story points. It didn't go in-depth into really anything in Agile. So that's why the ACP shows that you have in-depth knowledge in Agile. Are there any exceptions that would count towards the 60-month experience? No. If you don't have a degree, you got to show 36 months, or you got to show 3 years. If you have a degree, there's no exceptions that I know of. Are there answers that are worth more points? I don't know the answer to that. PMI has never published how the test is scored. So I don't think so. But realistically, I don't know the answer to that. No one does. When it comes to legal laws impacting the prior, how do you know when to pause versus analyze it? If the law, generally, that's a good question. Generally, if somebody's going to die, you should stop the project. If the project will commit something that is against the law, the project needs to be stopped. Period. Full stop. If a law passes today and if the project keeps on going, it will be considered against the law. The answer is to stop the project. All right? Because at no point should we be breaking the law. Simple as that. How many times do I do a full simulation before my exam? As many times as you like. But you should do at least one. Can you take in your course in Udemy versus... My course is better, of course. My course is better. I don't know anything about the Coursera course. I've never seen it. But, John, I can tell you something, John. My course has 420 plus, 430, something like that, 1,000 enrollments. And everybody using my course passed the exam. I don't know about Coursera, but I think I got the best PMP course. What do you guys think? For those of you guys that are using my PMP course, I'm going to ask you guys, are you guys enjoying my class? Yes or no? Is my course better than the one on Coursera? Does anybody know the answer to that? They'll tell you. I don't know these people. I don't even know who I'm talking to. So, John, let's see what the response is on that. By the way, you guys, don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn. Every week, I do post things on LinkedIn. Keep you guys motivated. Check out the last post on Friday. That one got a lot of hits. What areas do people usually struggle the most with? You know, the area that people struggle the most with is actually not really on the test. The area that most people struggle, and let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Did you guys, when you were studying or are you studying for the exam, and did you have a hard time getting all the numbers right? Right? So the formulas, for example, did you guys have a hard time with the formulas? Did you guys have a hard time learning the formulas? That to me is the part of the test or the part of the studying that most people get wrong or have a hard time with. And then realistically, they get to the exam, they have one question on it, or sometimes none. All right, let's see what they say, but in my opinion, that's the part people get more of it. All right, this guy's saying, yes, I forgot about the question. Does a pen and a tablet work like you use with the exam whiteboard? Yes. Work with it? No, oh no, it doesn't. You cannot have the exam with a tablet like this. This is a Wacom tablet. You cannot do the exam with something like this. You just can have a mouse. It's more like drawing with a mouse. More like drawing with a mouse. I'm an RN currently taking your course. I've learned so much. IT healthcare. Wish I would have taken this sooner. All right, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you, you RNs. I do medical training. I own a medical school, so I deal a lot with medical folks. Do you recommend at home or in person? I recommend taking the test at home. Okay, why? Well, I'm going to give you a link to a video on my channel. So let me give you guys a link to my video, to a video. So there is a video I did to answer this question. There's a video I did. By the way, you guys watch this video. Really good, okay? This is how to manage your time on PMP. Let me give you guys a link here. Watch this video, how to manage your time on PMP. But to answer this person's question, I gotta change these thumbnails, man. They all look alike. Can't find what I'm doing. I did a video where I talked about, here, this one. How to take your PMP exam at home safely. All right. Watch this whole video and I'll tell you to take your exam. There are things you should be doing. So I think you should take your exam at home because as the older version of me in that video said, it has more benefits. It's your house. It's your computer. It's your house, your computer, it's your chair. It's just more comfortable. You have to travel anywhere. So I think so. Andrew, what is your opinion on the difficulties of today's compared to PMP? You know what? I've seen a lot of people pass the new ACP exam. In fact, I know 4 people that passed it within the last week alone. I got 4 LinkedIn responses. And a lot of people are saying it's on par with PMP. It could get difficult. The ACP could get difficult if you don't have that right mindset. So that's something that to keep an eye on. All right. Hey, Andrew, long-time lurker here. Lurker. I don't know what a lurker is. Lurker. Is that a word? Lurker? My English isn't the best. Lurker, a person who lurks. Internet message board. Is that an English word? Lurker. Okay, that's a weird word. That word sounds kind of funny to me. Lurker. Okay. Took my PMP Friday. It's scheduled. Oh no. In the last 3 days, everything started to click. Looking forward. In the last 3 days, everything started to click. Okay, that's good. At least it's starting to click. Okay, don't feel bad. You got this. Everything truly started to click. Yeah, it started to click a little too late there. Congratulations on scheduling your test. Don't feel bad. It happens to us all the time. Come back. Let us know when you pass. Thank you, Pastor PMP 4-8. Congratulations. Celebrate by going on a vacation. Have you been on vacation since for the last 2 months? Changed my life, and I'm sharing your resource professionals and personal life. Again, thank you. Absolutely. Congratulations on passing your exam. Don't forget, I see you celebrated well. Maybe you can do another vacation. Congratulations on passing. In 2025, our company's using XP, test-driven or feature-driven developments. Still a mix. All right. Some companies are moving directly to Scrum with Kanban boards. But I think feature-driven development seems to be the popular one, in my opinion. I don't have any stats on that, though. How does the difficulty of your mock exam Udemy differ from the simulator? The simulator is closer to the real exam. Get that one, Drew. The mock exam on Udemy is there just to test your. It's there just to test your knowledge, guys. We have over 100 of you guys. If you guys all click on the like button, we can do a giveaway. So please click on a giveaway. Click on that like button so we can do that giveaway, guys. Please click on that like button. All right. Would you say is harder, not as represents simulator, scoring high in the 80s on the simulator, but lowered on Udemy? Yeah, the Udemy exam is more to test your knowledge. It's a knowledge test. The exam is more like the simulator, okay? Your course is better than Coursera. All right. This is what people are saying. Some guy, I think John asked me this. Yeah, it's the best course. I absolutely enjoyed your class. Okay, John. See, these people like the class. Tests and videos. Yes, hands down, somebody says. I use Coursera and I fail. Okay. Andrew course and passes. All right. Well, congratulations on passing. There you go. See, John asked me that question. How do you get a free PMP? If I knew that, I would tell the world, baby. I don't know how to do that. How do you get a free PMP voucher? How do you get a free PMP voucher? You ask your boss to pay for it. That is the only way you will get a free PMP voucher, by asking your boss to pay for it. I don't know how else I do not know how else you can, or what else you can do to get a free voucher. Started the course this week and think it's very good. Okay, thank you for that. I work as a store manager for 7 years. When I create the PMP application, can I put that as my my project experience if I do it the way you explain? If you worked on projects when you were a store manager, yes. If you didn't work on a project, then do a CAPM. But if you're a store manager and you worked on projects, that counts. All right. Sat for PMP May 8th. Okay, congratulations. Did you pass? Use your Udemy course and all of the videos. Best investment ever. Best investment for your was the prep from TIA. The exam helped me break down the concepts and the questions, and feedback helped pass. Okay, absolutely. Oh boy. Congratulations on passing your exam and welcome to the world of project management. Absolutely, congratulations on that. I'm super happy our course was able to help you pass your test. And did you celebrate well? Did you get a piece of cake? Put it in the chat box if you did or not. Congratulations on that. All right, thank you, thank you. How many EVM questions on the exam? Not a lot. Some people get 2, some people get 3, some people get 1. A lot of people get 0. So yeah, it changes. Literally had 1 question about CPI on my test on Friday. Okay, so this person said 1. Okay, I just said some people get 1, some people get 2, some people get none. Wearing blue helped me pass on the first try. Is blue also the color of passing the ACP? Of course it is. Look, I'm wearing blue and I always pass. No, not all the time. But I passed every exam, every certification I've ever wanted. That I can say. Never passed every exam. In fact, I failed a lot. But every certification I've wanted, I've gotten. All right, so it is the secret of passing. Hey, Andrew, greetings from Guatemala. I hope you're doing well. Greetings from the United States. Thank you for joining us. I heard that taking the certification at home, if I get a distraction from done, cancel. It is true, yes. That can happen. I've heard of stories like that. So I have a little dog and she barks at anything that moves. So I work in the basement. Like right now I'm in the basement. So the dog is not here, but try to get a quiet room or don't have the dog in the room. I don't know if the dog barking would terminate your exam, but definitely if the dog shows up in the thing, probably. I don't know what PMI's problem is. Not like the dog is going to take tests for you. I don't know what their problem is, but I've heard of that. All right. I took some HR exams. I don't know what CCMP is. And had a very good experience. I like the... Okay. I'm not a fan of it because I don't like traveling to a testing center. But if you're not comfortable with your computer or your setup and you don't want to deal with the headache of setting it all up and hopefully it works, take it in person. Take it in person, okay? One of the things I want to point out to you guys is when I tell you guys to take the test at home, I'm telling you from my experience of what I think. And you guys got to remember something. I'm a tech by trade. I'm the mechanic. My computers always work. And if they don't work, I know how to fix them. But if you don't have a good computer, if you don't have a great computer, you may not want to take it at home. Or if you're not a computer, because if something goes wrong, they're going to forfeit that test. You're going to pay again. I took the PMP and ICP course in Udemy and really like your teaching style. Thank you for that. It'd be great if you can also provide some mock exams for ACP. I had to buy others because I couldn't find yours. You know what? You're absolutely right. I should make them. I'm gonna make some ACP exam questions. Make a simulator for it. All right. I said older versions, right? When I talked about those YouTube videos, it should have been the younger version. Right over that. I said the wrong thing. Hey, Andrew, by changing our mindset, do you mean reading the questions differently, how they're worded? The mindset, the PMP mindset is in the back of the course, at the end of the course. So if you take the course at the end of the course, you'll find the PMP mindset. Make sure you know that. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, If you guys all click on the like button, we can do a giveaway. But you guys got to click on the like button. Come on, guys. You guys got to click on that like button. If you guys click on the like button, you can do a giveaway. How strict are they at the home test? Can I have a spare mouse, keyboard, or power bank? I know if you use a laptop, you can have an external keyboard and mouse. I don't know why you would need a spare on a desktop. And just keep the laptop plugged in. I don't know what a power bank is, but I don't know why you would have a power bank for a laptop. Just plug it into the wall. Take my test at home, takes the pressure off. Took my test at home, takes the pressure off. Nana says, some people prefer it at home, some people prefer it in person. How do you envision project management evolving over time? I think AI is going to be helping us along to do a lot of the manual task of whether it's meeting scheduling, compiling, and analyzing data. But I think over time, we will spend, let me ask you guys this. You guys are all project managers yourselves. Do you guys agree or disagree with this? Over the next 5 years, from now in 5 years, we will spend less time on computer work and more time managing people, talking to people, and gathering requirements and checking work, versus responding to emails, analyzing data, setting up meetings, summarizing meetings, responding to queries or emails. Yes or no? I think AI is going to come into play and automate a lot of the manual tasks that we're going to do, and we're going to just spend more time talking with each other. I think AI is going to remove a lot of our quote-unquote administrative work. You guys agree? Or do you guys disagree with that? I don't think AI is gonna, I don't think AI is gonna be all doom and gloom and take all your jobs away. Although some people will lose their jobs, this is 100% guaranteed. Some people will lose their jobs, but the role of a project manager will evolve from being less technical, less process oriented, less paperwork, less computer, to more actually people-oriented. So if you like dealing with people's problems, because let's be realistic, project management is not project management, it's people, it's problem management. Think about it. Project management should be renamed to problem management. I think I said that in the course. So if you like dealing with people like I do and talking to people like I am talking to 133 of you guys right now, project management is going to be amazing to be in. But if the people aspect of it is not your thing, you probably want to look for a new field. Try IT. Okay? I also believe that any field that needs more people interaction will strive in the world of AI, and fields that need less people interaction, like a coder, will not do so well in the next 5 years or so. That's my opinion on that. Because they probably didn't pass. That's why. Thanks to you, I'm a project manager with the PMP. Congratulations. A year now. I passed the second attempt because of the videos and demo course. All right. Very good. Congratulations. Don't forget to celebrate some more. You can always celebrate. Andrew, I took my PMP on Monday and I passed. Congratulations on that. I was so nervous. I wore blue and ate. I could use some Shake Shack right now. Yeah, Shake Shack is good stuff. I wore blue and ate some Shake Shack. Did you get those double burgers in there? Those are good stuff. Absolutely. Congratulations on passing your exam and welcome to the world of project management. Isn't that amazing? Don't you have this great weight off your shoulder? Don't you feel good about that? Absolutely. Congratulations on that. If studying for the PMP and pass, what more would be done to pass the Scrum? Nothing. If you know what I taught you in PMP well, from my PMP course, you can easily walk into the Scrum, the CSM, and ace it just like that. You don't even need the course. Trust me, I taught you more than that. I'm taking the course. I think you should have taken my course. I'm not saying theirs is bad, but mine's is better because it's cheaper. I think those folks charge a lot of money. I think my course is better. It's like a quarter of the price. Other than that, I don't know anything about the course. Andrew has a policy. We do not bad talk any competitor's course, but we always say that we have the best one because it's ours. You're the best PMP teacher. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. You guys tell me that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You see, for this gentleman here, Corby, they say, you're asking me about that course? See what the next person says. All right. That's all I got. Is it possible to pass only by taking your Udemy course and not doing the simulations? You should take practice exams, man. Spend the time and do the practice exams for the simple fact you want to get in there and feel the real brunt of that test. Taking a PMP exam, yes or no to all the people that pass. Taking the PMP exam it's as hard as it is gruelingly long. You guys agree or disagree? For those of you guys that pass. Yes, it's difficult, but it's also difficult to sit there for 4 hours and answer 180 questions. It is a marathon that requires you to actually practice that skill. All right? It's kind of like running a marathon. If you've never run before and you just go run a marathon, you're probably going to pass out in 10 seconds. So what you want to do is you want to practice your stamina. Build that exam stamina. Hey, Andrew, your course was helpful in helping me understand the PMP. Took it on May 26th and passed with above targets. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Congratulations on passing your exam. Welcome to the world of project management. Did you celebrate well? Did you get a piece of cake? Absolutely. Congratulations on that. Do you offer personal consults? I do not. If so, how much? I do not. If you want, what I do have is my live coaching sessions. You can join me every Thursday, and there you can ask me anything that you want. You also get my email. You can ask me. You can send me emails. I've recently started I appreciate your presentation styles. Thank you. Thank you for that. I've ordered the simulator. Good. Yep. Make sure to go through it. There are EVM questions that don't need calculators. Right. It's to interpret the answer. That is correct. So if I say an SPI is 0.6, you should know that's 40% behind schedule. Those are the majority of the EVM questions on the exam is really to interpret the answer. War Blue had chocolate cake. Good stuff. And Brooklyn Brewery IPA. Some Brooklyn IPA is good stuff. A couple of weeks ago, I did add a few IPAs. Absolutely. Congratulations once again. Maybe you can go out and get some more chocolate cake and a couple more IPAs. Nothing wrong with that. And a co-worker. Yeah, because you can't do if you have people walking around you might fail the test. Can I use a MacBook to take the exam at home? I'm sure you could. Nothing wrong with that. They don't discriminate between PC and Mac. Do you have your course on Pure site? No, we do not. It's only on Udemy, my site. That's it. CCMP, I said I don't know. I mean, change management. Do you need a certification for that? Man, there's a certification for everything. How far in advance do I need to schedule my CAPM? Far. The moment you finish the course, schedule your tests. It'll keep you focused on taking your exam. By the way, there's 130 of you guys. Please click on the like button, guys. We can do a giveaway. If you guys click on the like button, guys, we can do a giveaway. If you guys click on the like button, we can do a pretty cool giveaway. I have a good computer, but internet connection is unreliable. Yes. If you don't have a good computer, do the exam in the testing center. Distracting due to noisy chairs and other people asking questions. Aaron, I'm going to agree, I just did a test at a testing center. And I did it. It was either PFMP or it was CCSP last year. And as I was taking the test, there are people taking other exams that needs them to type. And all I kept hearing was, like, over and over. That drove me crazy. Like, it's hard to concentrate with somebody consistently going like that. So don't think the testing center is all that great. All right. Yeah, but if you don't have a good computer, you got no choice. If I have a lot of experience in retail management, I have a Scrum Master. Can I get a PMP? Yes, if you have 3 years of project management experience, managing projects, doesn't matter what it is, any kind of project, you can take a PMP. Come on, I need you guys to click on the like button and the subscribe button. Remember, it's not the little heart button. It's the thumbs up button, okay? Not the heart button, the thumbs up button. All right. Taking my test on Friday. I wish you the best of luck. Come back and let us know. Come back and let us know. Let's see, what else more do we got? Okay, how would you guys like for me to give you guys a free PMP course? The PMP cram course. Would you guys like that? How about if I give away a whole bunch of PDUs today? Would you guys like the free PMP cram course? It's condensed the entire 12 hours of PMP into into 12 hours. Okay, but you guys got to click the subscribe button. If you guys click on this subscribe button, click on the like button. We'll give that away, and I'll give you 2 other courses. That way, we'd have given you a whole bunch more PDUs. Give you guys a whole bunch of PDUs. All right. Okay, but you guys got to click on the like button. Okay, somebody clicked on the like button and unliked it. Don't do that. We need 100 likes. Come on, guys. We need 1 more like. Did you guys click on the... And did you guys subscribe to the channel? You guys got to subscribe to the channel. Come on. Okay, now we got it. All right. Let me give you guys some courses. The first thing up is I'm going to give you guys... Check this link out. Don't unsubscribe, by the way. If you already subscribed, don't unsubscribe. I'm going to give you guys, check the link. Check that out. That's the PMP cram course. That's absolutely free. I always charge for that. Absolutely free today just because you guys are amazing tonight. Let me know if that link works. That's to the cram course. I'm going to give you guys 2 other courses. Hold on. And let's do the full Agile and the BA course. So we got the full Agile certification. This is going to give you a bunch of PDUs. Okay, that's going to give you the full Agile. That's going to give you a bunch of PDUs. I don't know how much, a lot. Let's give you 10 PDUs. And the BA course is going to give you 6. Give you 6 PDUs. So that's 6, 16, 28 PDUs right there, guys. Let me know if those links work. Somebody's asking me about the coaching program. the coaching. So let me. I don't have it on the screen. Let me see. So the coaching. If you want to join me for the coaching program, it's at tiaexams.com. tiaexams.com, and somebody's asking, what do you get? So it's this thing right here. So here's how the coaching works. Okay, it's right now it's $199, but if you have my Udemy course or the book or both, you can get it cheaper. So if you have my Udemy course, you can use this code PMP6 and it takes $60 off the price. All right, so keep that in mind. So it's like $140. So if you want to join me, so every Thursday I do a coaching session for about 3 or 4 hours or something, and I go through a topic. First, I answer every question. It's a Zoom meeting. We do practice questions, and I cover a topic. All right. I know a bunch of you guys are already in my coaching program, and you get to ask me questions, and you're in the program for 6 months. Take it as many times as you like, and you get everything. You get the 35-hour class. You get the a lot of stuff. You get the 35-hour class. You get all the entire simulator. You get 6-month access. You get the book. You get everything. And if you don't pass the exam after 3 tries or 2 retakes, you get your money back. All right. So I've never had to give the money back. No one has ever failed this test 3 times in my coaching program. So that's the coaching program. I'll give you guys a link to it. Check it out. If you want some help passing your exam, again, it's $199. It's $199. But use the code PMP6. Take $60 off. So it's a little over $100. All right. Going back to the questions. If I get PMP and Scrum Master without direct experience, would I have a chance in getting hired? Yes. First of all, you can't get a PMP without having direct experience. But companies are based, some companies ain't even touching your resume unless you got a PMP, man. That's the reality. They have resume filters that if you don't have a PMP on your resume, they don't even see you. Is it guarantee a job? Unfortunately, nothing guarantees a job. All right? Absolutely nothing guarantees a job. All right. I forgot what you guys were agreeing to. Okay, we were talking about the AI stuff. You guys agree? All right. Good. Do you have courses about interpersonal skills and managing people? I do not. I should make some. But I do not. AI would automate tasks, allow us to do more and less, but I do think demand and work. Yeah, I think so. I'm actually excited about AI. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited about it in the world of medical. I think, what do you guys think? Am I crazy? I think that I think we're going to cure cancer in 10 years. I think so. What do you guys think? Yes or no? I think this super advancement in medical, biotech, bio in general, I think is going to advance. I think we're going to cure many diseases in the next 10 years. Watch. Take my word on that. They're going to cure cancer in 10 years. Watch. You'll see that. I think dying of cancer is going to be the same of, like how we have penicillin today to kill infections, and people, very rarely somebody dies some kind of infection. I think in the next 10 years, cancer is going to be a thing of the past. I think many diseases that we face today, because you see, when they create medications, now I did watch a YouTube video on this. I did watch a YouTube video on this. The way they create medication is a bunch of trial and errors. Humans thinking, well, this compound mixed with this can solve this and this, but AI can now do it like this. And as AI gets better and better and better, I think it's going to get faster, better, and it's going to create stuff a lot quicker. So I think so. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's all doom and gloom. Like everybody's gonna lose their jobs. People will lose, but hopefully not you guys. Using that AI good. Started thinking about itself and its own best interest. Joan, that's not good, Joan. Hopefully they're talking about it, then they bring the doom and gloom up. I passed PMP today and I wore blue. You have to celebrate. The mindset is the key. Absolutely. Congratulations on passing your exam. And welcome to the world of certified PMs. Don't forget to celebrate well. Get yourself a big piece of carrot cake. I know everybody likes chocolate cake, but you got to try a good piece of carrot cake. It's pretty good. Congratulations once again. Do you know your results? If you take the exam in the testing center, you know your results right away. If you take your exam at home, you got to wait 1 day. We were talking about the stamina on the exam. Yes, building stamina is the key to passing. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, the stamina is one of the keys to passing. I passed for PMP last month. Congratulations. And from my experience, take the simulator. Only a couple $, but worth it. Yes, get the simulator, guys. You cannot go wrong. The simulator is the key to passing the test. Congratulations on that. Did you celebrate well? Did you get a piece of cake? Passed for PMP last month. I wanted to say thank you for all you do for us. Appreciate you. I watch your videos, use the simulator and crash course. Absolutely. Congratulations on passing your exam. And don't forget to celebrate well. Congratulations on passing the test. Did you get a piece of cake? How'd you do? Absolutely. Congratulations on that. Keeping us motivated. It seems I'm the only person, since I do not have years, in the sense that PMP would serve me. If you have the experience to get your PMP, go get your PMP. If you don't have the experience, you got to get your CAPM. It's a great certification, especially for entry level. The 4 hours to sit for the test is the worst, and I'm a marathon runner. Yeah, the 4 hours is tough. I'm telling you guys. If you haven't sat for 4 hours and do a test for 4 hours, you better do it before going in the exam room, because you get into that exam room and you're not ready for it. Oh, it's going to drive you crazy. I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to drive you nuts. So please sit for 4 hours, do your test, okay? Do I need to draw a network diagram on the certification? No, not really. Not on this one. Absolutely take the simulator and do the practice over and over until you can concentrate for 4 hours. This is the hardest thing about the exam. See, told you. The hardest thing about that exam is the 4 hour of concentration. Udemy course is full price. How do I get a promo code to the course? You can get a promo code. Follow me on LinkedIn. I give away promo codes twice a month. Or watch one of the videos on this YouTube channel. Sometimes there's a coupon below for it that brings it down to like $15. And then Udemy runs promotions every once in a while. All right, we did that. I wrote 10 projects for my application. The audit finally passed. Good. As long as you passed, that's all that matters. Just because you can run 8 5K races doesn't mean you can run. You need to test endurance with PMP. I like that. That's good. It's a good one. Any options? Yeah, it's when, it's a good certification to work in big business that, Safe Agile is structured agile. And, You know, it's a good to have, especially if you want to work in big business. Depends what you're applying to. If you're in startups, you're working in predominantly startups, you really don't need Safe Agile. But if you're working in big, giant insurance and financial firms, Safe Agile. They use that a lot. All right, all right. Does Testing Center give you noise canceling headphones? They do. They do, but I don't like wearing them. I don't like stuff on my head like that. Andrew does not wear headphones at all. I never wear headphones. I never wear earbuds or headphones in my life. I don't like those things on my head or my ears. I just can't stand them. I'm crazy like that. But they do. Let's talk about the role of the BA in a project. He or she implements project in the power. Let's talk. What do you want to talk about? The BA doesn't really. The BA analyzes data for the PM. That's all it does. The PM doesn't really. It shouldn't really influence the project manager. It should be good to give the PM data though. I have a lot of experience in retail. I have a Scrum Master. Oh yeah, could be answered that one. Yes, definitely subscribe. Thank you. Get your notification. Okay, good, good. I forgot what I had asked you guys. Oh, man, actually, guys, this is the. Okay, those were the giveaways. All right. Do not share the coupons with anybody, please. Those coupons are only for the folks that shows up to the live stream. You got to show up to the live stream. If you're watching this live stream and it's over, well, you missed out. You got to come live to get the coupons, guys. Butch, CAPM, I just started this March. Looking forward to finishing your course and later on apply. Or should I get all the certs? As soon as you're ready for your PMP, get the cert. If you get your CAPM and there's a long gap before you qualify for the PMP, then go ahead and take all the certifications. I need free stuff for ACP. These are all for ACP also. All right, like the BA stuff. Learn BA. That's good stuff to know. All right, all right. AI tool users may take jobs at first, but employers will soon realize the tools aren't everything. Perhaps need subject matter experts, experienced pros will also know AI will be in demand. Yeah. AI is just another tool, guys. It's not here to replace anyone. Most people anyhow, but many thanks for providing. Yeah. No problem, Ashley, no problem. All right, enjoy. Just all right. How many practice tests should you take prior to taking the exam? At least 2 or 3 full-length exams, okay? All 3 works. I don't know what you're asking me, Patricia. I don't know what you're asking me. Thank you. All right, after obtaining the PMP, what should you be? I think take your ACP. The next level, take your ACP. The world is moving a lot to Agile, and I think you need to take your ACP. All right. Any change management course you recommend? I do not. I didn't even know there was a certification, Jasmine, for change management. It's not something I would take because I don't know why you would need a certification for that. I think with AI, we should be able to some of these. Yeah, because you guys did agree. The political. Okay, no comments on that. None at all. Vitamin D helps secure. Yeah, I got to take my vitamin D. It's good to remind me of that. Plan to take the PMP next this month. Thinking about learning SQL, Python next. Hoping for a job in Western. You know, get your PMP for sure. But learning things like SQL and Python, I don't know if that's very useful anymore. I think AI is going to kill a lot of those jobs, especially the higher level ones. But if you're going to go in depth into it, knock yourself out. I have too many family who died and currently. I'm with you. I hope so too. I tell you guys, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. I attended one 3-day workshop on AI to create a landing. Only needs 4 minutes. Previously designed to take 4 to 6 hours. Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing vibe coding myself. Like I don't really code, but I was vibe coding. My partner didn't like that idea, but I still did it. What do you think is the most difficult part of PMP? When I took the test was 20 years ago. The most difficult part about passing the PMP, let me ask you guys this, to take your exam. Here's a question, and I'm pretty sure you guys can agree the hardest part about taking the PMP is studying for the PMP, is being dedicated, making the time to study, and taking the test. The test itself is not very difficult. The process of finishing the videos, doing the practice exams, studying, the 4-hour test itself, that is harder than the actual test questions. You guys agree or disagree? What do you guys think? You guys agree or disagree? Yeah, what do you guys think? All right, somebody says the hardest part is stamina. Yeah, that's how it works. Stamina. You gotta build up that stamina, guys. That's just the way this works. Somebody says super excited for AI. I'm with you. Me too. How long should I study before taking the exam? Everybody is everybody studies different, but most people is 1 to 3 months, 3 months being the longest. A fast completion is a month, average is 2 months. Andrew, you are the best. I hope so. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I passed my exams because of your TI simulator Udemy course. All right, congratulations on passing. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world of PMP. Congratulations on that. Thank you for that. Did the CISP and takes breaks was key for 6 hours. You did the 6-hour CISP, Steve. I did that too. Now it's not, but yeah. Got to take the breaks, guys. What position title can I apply if I don't have direct project Scrum Master? You can apply to be a Scrum Master, project coordinator, project expediter, project assistant is the type of jobs you would get. My goal is to become an instructor. I've admired your teaching style and would appreciate video or new content, how to develop. I don't know how to teach people how to teach. People have asked me that before, and I don't feel like I'm ever teaching. Oddly enough, when I get up and I present materials, it's like I'm just talking to people. I don't really know. I've never taken a class in teaching in my life. Let me ask you guys a question. Is teaching a skill that can be developed, or it is a talent that you're born with? I don't know. Put in the comments. What do you guys think? Is teaching a skill that could be developed? Maybe. Or is it a talent you're born with? I don't know. Maybe I think I was born with it. I don't know. I was never scared of talking in front of an audience. Since I'm a little kid, I like talking in front of the class. Like if somebody's got to present something in front of the class, I'm the first one up. Like, yeah, let me do it, baby. I love the attention. Just like all 130 of you guys right now. I don't know how to teach people how to teach because I really don't know how to teach, if that makes sense. All right, to me, I'm just talking to folks. I have exam coming up this Friday. Good. Get a good night's sleep. Get a good night's sleep. Do you have any material for ACP yet? Check my Udemy. I have a whole Udemy course on it. Check my Udemy. I have a Udemy course on it. If I have Scrum Master, do I need an ACP? Yes, because Scrum Master teaches you nothing. Scrum Master barely touches the surface of Agile. If you take my ACP course, you're going to learn way more stuff. It's going to blow your mind. Stamina is the hardest part. People agree with that. Andrew, are we paying for the stuff you gave us? No, those links are all free. All those Udemy links are free. Yes, I agree. As much as I like your accent on the course, sometimes I fall asleep. Studying is the hard part. Stand up and study. Thanks to your AI prompt phasing for my PMP application was approved. Now I'm going through your PMP course. I have to go through. All right, good. Don't forget, I just did a video on how to do your PMP application with AI using ChatGPT. I gave you guys the prompt for it. There's a video on that on this channel, somewhere on this channel. There's a video. I just recently did that video, by the way. Yeah. How to correctly complete the PMP application on the 5 minutes with AI. All right. Check that video out if you haven't done your PMP yet. I'm thinking about getting your simulator, but can't decide if I should get it now or after. No, after you did your 35 PDUs, then get it. What to do? If you finish the 35 hours and you schedule in your tests, then get it, okay? Tests. All right. All right. Some people say is teaching, is it a talent or a skill? It's both. Gets better practice. Mix of both, I believe. It's both, but it can be developed. Talent is knowing how to show the way because other teachers is the way. Okay. It's a blend. Thank you. All right. I wouldn't know the first thing to tell somebody how to teach. You know what? If I got to give you one opinion on telling you how to become a better teacher is to listen to your audience, right? I can get in front of a class and I can look into their faces and tell whether they understand what the hell I'm saying or not. Then again, I've been doing it for 25 years, so I don't know. Thank you, thank you. All right, communication studies major was study it technically and wants to get into training there. Thought it's easy as teaching someone to believe they can become a PMP. Skill that needs honing. You need to be entertaining. You know how to get your point across and a lot of patience. That is without a doubt. A lot of patience. If you don't have patience, teaching is not for you. Yeah. I've dealt with some of that. Before becoming a teacher, an instructor person should be the expert in the teaching area. Yeah. If I have your PMP course, do I need to take the ACP to pass ACP? Yes, because there's a lot of stuff on the ACP that's not in my PMP, especially this new ACP. Somebody said, both. Hey, Andrew, I've done your PMP course and I'm doing the simulator next week. That's not bad. It's a good score. It's a good score. Not too bad. Try to keep it above the 78. Review everything you got wrong. I'm a data engineer and I want to become a project doer. So how to achieve the PMP? Any insights on what steps should take? Apply for it. You want to achieve your PMP. If you first of all, if you don't have any experience, get your CAPM, learn the project management processes, and start working on projects within your company to get the PMP experience. If you have the experience, get the course, just start studying. That's all. All right, guys, I have answered every single body's question. Let's do some practice questions. So yesterday, I fell down. All right, yesterday, I fell down. I was going into my office building, and there's like a wheelchair ramp, and stupid me, instead of going up the ramp, I went over the ramp, and my foot hit the side of the ramp, and I fell. Messed up my knee pretty badly. Yeah. So standing up is killing me. It tore the skin off of my knee. Yeah. Really bad. Like 4 inches, like this big. Off of my knee. Like I ran to the urgent care. The doctor was like, oh no. She bandages up and kicked me out. Yeah, so my knee is killing me. It's pretty bad. So I was filming a course this week, and then I was like, you know what? I'm taking a break this week. Yeah, I was filming a course this week, and CISSP course. And then I was like, you know what, guys? I'm out this week. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. You guys want to see how bad it is? You guys want to see how bad it is? You guys want to see some graphical pictures? It's pretty bad. My kids laugh at me because they used to, kids always fall down and they get it. Then we tell them to be big about it. Don't be a baby. And now I'm being a baby. Right? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Somebody says, no, we don't. You guys don't want to see a picture? I was going to show you guys a picture of what it looks like. Maybe you guys can give me some advice on how to heal it fast. Because the doctor wasn't very helpful. The doctor was like, yeah, it's nothing. Go home. You're wasting our time. What are you doing here? I'm not even joking. That was like basically what it was. Let's see. Okay, somebody. Okay. See, I did want to show you. It's pretty bad, guys. It's pretty bad. The problem is I got skinny legs. All right, if you guys got any cure for that, all right? If you guys got any cure for that, let me know. Let me hear all of you guys cures to that. And yes, I do have skinny legs. Yes. Don't make fun of my legs, please. So I can't bend it yet. The doctor she says for 3 days to put some, she put this like Band-Aid around it. So if you bend it, the pad goes into it. Right? It's pretty bad. Yeah. It doesn't hurt though. It was hurt. It hurt like hell yesterday. But today, no pain. Only unless I bend it. Like me standing here, nothing. I don't feel anything. But if I move, if I bend it, just a little scratch. Yeah, sure. That's a little scratch. It says the scratch is about this big. Oh no. It's pretty bad, guys. I told you. All right. You guys know what to do. Put the answers in the box. Let's do some practice questions. Put the answers in the box. If you guys get any cures, put them in the box. Let me see what you guys come up with. It's always interesting. I need to shave my legs. Oh, no. No, I'm not going down that hill. All right, put the answers in the box. Let me see what you guys come up with. Eat carrot cake. I will, definitely. Somebody says, please tell me what to study for technical IT knowledge. A+, Net Plus, Security Plus. I think it's worthwhile to obtain other in security. If you're going down the security path, Nana, yes. I'm not even going to repeat that. He's getting soon. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with my knee. No broken bones, nothing. It doesn't hurt to stand. It's just that damn skin. I'm actively in boot camp and project management and camp. Can you offer opinion? No opinion. Just get my course. It's only $10 or $20 on Udemy. You already spent a lot of money. Get my course on Udemy. I can't tell you whether it's good or bad. I've never done it. Hey Andrew, I'm doing my first MCH Saturday. Any tips on how to memorize your earned value? I do give you tips in the video. Make sure you know them. Okay, that's important. Make sure you know them. Crazy mugs. I like that one. I'm about to finish your Udemy course in a couple of days. I'd like to enroll in Simi. Do you have any coupons? I do not. Don't keep it. Yeah, I got to bend my leg. I do agree. It's starting to get stiff. Aqua 4. I did put Aqua 4 on it. To the medical grade honey and bandage. So my mother's always the answer. Somebody just vomited too. And the answer is, let's see what the answer is here, guys. A new accountant wants a new. What is the first step? Notice they want a new accounting system. First step is to get that project charter. Look over the diary and find notes by former project manager. No, you got to get the charter first. I don't know what a project diary is, by the way. After this project schedule, nope, you got to do the charter first. Assess the budget. That's all in plan. They're still initiated. What is the first step project manager should do when assigned to the new? You've just been assigned to the project, so review the charter. All right, remember that. You've been assigned, the charter assigned you, so do the charter. Don't forget, Agile Projects also has charters. Question 2, a new stakeholder on your project has informed you that they are unhappy with the output of the project so far. The stakeholder will attempt to remove valuable team members from your project in order to stop them. What should you do? What should you do in the situation? Request a meeting. Meet with the organizational manager. Ask sponsor to remove this key stakeholder. Meet the resource and tell them about it. All right, let's see what else you guys got. Somebody says, ouch. Yes, it was a big ouch. Just leave this car open and heal fast. I got to go to work, man. And have turmeric milk. What is turmeric milk? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of turmeric milk. I did do that. I did upload it to ChatGPT. It says to bandage it, change the band-aids every now and then and follow up. Aloe vera. All right. Tea tree oil. You know, I do have some of that. My mom would say drink a water, apple cider vinegar mix to help your body repair. Nothing wrong with that. Cinnamon powder and organic honey paste. Allow it to ear. Interesting. Never heard of that. You guys got all these weird stuff that I've never heard about. Funny thing, as PMI member, they gave me a free course in my to study in English in your course. All right, very good, because my course is better. I'm allergic to Neosporin. If I put Neosporin on my skin, I get a rash, like a bad rash, and it takes like weeks to go away. I didn't know that till very recently. I used to always, every time I put Neosporin, I get a rash. I always thought was whatever was there was worse. And the answer is, that's right, before taking action against anybody else, you need to meet with that person. All right? Request a meeting with that stakeholder to understand what's going on. Meet with the organization. No. Don't report the person. Don't fire the person. And what are you going to do? You can't go in and tell the team what's going on if you don't know what's really going on. So meet with the person. Always confront the problem first. Question 3. A project team member indicated that due to other project responsibilities, they do not have the time to update the lesson learned. How should you handle this? Ensure lesson learned is documented. Be sure to discuss all lessons learned from project activities. Send a change request to the PMO. Hire a consultant to aid. The bandage will hurt taken off. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. It'll hurt again tonight. Antibiotic cream potted well. Yep, I'm with you. What's Cica place? CICA. I don't know what that is. Let me look that up. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Right? Somebody says, hello, I just wanted to thank you for creating PMP course with Demi and YouTube. You're helpful in understanding that, right? No problem. Thank you for that. Gelatin, all right. All right, guys, the answer here is going to be sure to discuss, ensure lessons are documented after. Why would you guys say after each deliverable? Why did you guys get A on this? How did you guys get A? After each, it means you're going to There's no lesson learned throughout the project. It's until the deliverable has been accepted. When the deliverable is accepted, that phase is done. Come on, guys. You guys should know better than that. Remember, lesson learned is documented throughout the project, not at the end of the phase. So let's do it as part of all project activities, even if they don't want to, something maybe you want to do for them. There's no excuse. Don't give it away and don't give it away. That's C and D. You got to get it done. Read the question carefully, guys. Number 4, PM is working on an international project with stakeholders in several different countries. Is currently working on an agenda for a kickoff meeting. How should the PM increase stakeholders' engagement? Develop slides for the kickoff to go over the engagement. Determine the stakeholders' preferred schedule. Ensure that all necessary participants or their delegates will be free. Read the kickoff session agenda materials for precision. All right, put the answers in the box. Put the answers in the box, guys. All right, let's see what you guys got. It's a tough one. Yeah, it's a tough one, guys. It's all over the place. Some people got C's, B's. Yeah, you got to make sure. You want to bring everybody together. So let's go over why it is. Develop slides to go over the kickoff. I'm not sure. Not everybody's going to use slides. Determine the stakeholders' preferred schedule. It's probably not going to happen because it's telling you from different countries. Ensure all necessary they can attend, or delegates can attend. You want them to be involved. The only way you're going to get them to be involved is if they can attend. Read the kickoff session agenda and materials from precision. This doesn't get people engaged. D does nothing to the question. C is best answer. Number 5, though everything seemed to be going well while conducting testing, the new manager of a project discovers that a critical component has failed. What should you do first? Revise the risk management plan and register to determine whether this risk and its response has been documented. Meet with the team, with other team project managers to determine how to handle this. Update the timeline. Ensure the stakeholders are informed of the issue. Put the answers in the box, guys. All right, guys, put the answers in the box. You know what? Pause the video because I want to put the answers. My leg is starting to hurt now. All right, guys, I'm going to show the answer, guys. If you don't want to see the answer, pause the video. If you don't want to see the answer, pause the video. All right, and the answer here is, so before something becomes an issue, which is what this is, something has failed, it should have been identified as a risk and put into the risk register. So before you meet with anybody or do any type of task, you want to check the risk register to see what the response would have been if you had it in the risk register. So do this first. Question. After rescheduling some tasks to account for a member's unplanned absence, the project teams inform you that as a result, critical activities are now occurring at the same pace. What should the PM do first in this case? Go over the newly uncovered risks, stick to the schedule, stop the project, determine the ideal response, put the answers in the box. Put the answers in the box. Come on, guys. Put the answers in the box. All right, the answer here is going to be, notice, newly uncovered risks. All right, so when you run things in parallel, this is called fast tracking. When you fast track activities, it increases risk, not costs. So that's what it's. You're not sticking to the original. That'll do nothing. Never stop your project unless you're doing something illegal. Determine a real response for the newly uncovered. There's nothing here. Before you come up with this, you got to go over. You got to do A, then you do D, making A the right answer. Question number 7. There are 2 deliverables in the project manager's video game console development project. Deliverable 1 has strict milestones with no allowance for delays. Deliverable 2 likely to see requirements change. What lifecycle model should be used? 100%. Choose a 100% agile. Choose a waterfall for deliverables with solid milestones and set change control procedure. Choose a hybrid model. Deliverable 1 is a single iteration. Deliverable 2, large water in a single iteration within a large waterfall. Choose a hybrid. Deliverable 1 is waterfall. And deliverable 2 is agile. All right, put the answers in the box. Put the answers in the box, guys. All right, best answer here, guys, is going to be D. Why? Because you have strict milestones, no allowance for delays, hard change control process. That's a waterfall. Change in requirements, you can only do agile. Making D the best answer. All right, last question. Project manager is analyzing the project. You notice the CV is negative 200. The SV is 400. Choose 3. Is it over budget, under budget, behind schedule, ahead of schedule? It's planned, being crashed, or it's being fast-tracked. Pause the video, guys, so you can concentrate on the answers. I will show the answer. Pause the video, because I will show the answer. Choose 3. Pause the video, because I will show the answer. Let us show the answer. If you're not ready, pause the video. And the answer is... And the answer is... And the answer is it's over budget. That is correct. The CV negative 200 means that it is $200 over budget. That's correct. SV is 400. It's $400 worth of work behind schedule. That is correct. This project is being crashed. Why is it being crashed? It's not progressing as planned. Some of you guys got E. I don't know how you got E. It's not. It's over. It's behind budget, guys. It's being crashed. In other words, you're spending $200 more to complete it $400 faster. That means this is a crashed project. All right, that's how you guys got to know it for your exam, guys. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy all the free giveaways tonight. That's why you should always come to the free giveaways, because you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like a box of chocolate. Guys, thank you guys for coming out. Welcome. Not welcome. Thank you guys for coming out, guys. If you're taking your exam in the next 7 days, I wish you the best of luck. Come back, let me know how you did. Come back, let me know how you did next week. And if you're taking it in more than 7 days, look at all these people that passed. You can do it to get the simulator. Get, of course, you will pass. If you're really not doing well, you need some guidance, you would like to talk to me, join my coaching program. I gave you guys a link to that earlier also. With that in mind, guys, I am out, guys. You guys have a great night. Have a good week, morning, day, weekend, month, year, century, millennium, decades, and so on. And with that, guys, I am out. I will see you guys next week. If you're in my coaching program, I will see you on Thursday. And for the rest of you guys, I will see you guys next week. Have a great week, night, whatever.